Hello, my name is Banaka and I have some allergies, so please excuse me in case that affects my voice in any way. Today I'm reviewing the LEGO Amelia Earhart Tribute set. This is set number 40450 and has 203 pieces. It was released as a gift with purchase in 2021 with a retail value of $20 US and $25 in Canada. It's a pretty simple set, as you can see, just her Vega 5B plane on a stand with a spot for the figure to sit, and I'll go through each part of the set here. The first thing to go over in this set is the minifigure, which is a little Amelia Earhart. I'm a big fan of this figure. It's exclusive to the set, and it has one tile, which is actually a stickered piece, which is her map. She can hold it in her hand, as with all tiles. However, I don't particularly like holding it like this because of the fact that it's a sticker. I do get a little uncomfortable that her hand might wreck just the edge there. That's just me being paranoid, but I'll remove that so you can get a better look at the torso, which is, again, I believe an exclusive print for the set with her eyes. It's hard to see with the lighting, although I do like her little what do you call them? Crow's feet at the eyes. I think those are really cool. I like this. This set was released as part of International Women's Day, and I think this year they did a Jane Goodall set. I really like these historical kits. I don't know, because the new one is sort of a diorama, this one is sort of just a model, but I think this is a really solid figure to go with the set. I mean, obviously, what else would you do? I like that her gloves, it's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but they aren't actually the same nougat color as her skin. They are gloves, not bare hands. And she just has the simple aviator helmet on, which I think works. Interestingly enough, her head, the back of her head, does not have an alternate face piece. It is just blank. Which, as I've looked through my figures recently, I've noticed that most females have an alternate face because of their ability to kind of hide that second face with longer hair, or even if it's short hair, it usually hides the back. But there's just one here, and I think that's all there needs to be. It's it's like a photograph. Anyways, that's all for the Amelia Earhart figure. I will go on to showcase the plane. So this is kind of difficult to focus and kind of difficult to showcase, but this is the Vega 5B. And like I said, it's not minifigure scale. There's a little propeller here, which I'm a fan of. I like the piece usage here and here. There are a few stickers on the set. Right in there are some stickers, as well as along the back here. I would have preferred for those to be prints. I'm not a big hater on stickers. Of course, prints will always be better, but I just don't like the fact that it's really dependent, the accuracy of this line, on how well you can apply the stickers. These on the back are not as big of a deal, which are these, I can zoom in here. There's just some detailing on the back with stickers on both sides. And same thing with the side of the plane having those stickers on that 1x6 tile. There are also stickers here. I'm not entirely sure what all those details mean. I really like the overall shape of this plane. I don't know planes well, so ignore my ignorance when I call this the back and this the front instead of their actual technical terms. I think the shaping on it is really nice. The only print on the set is this, 1x2 tile with the hole in the center where the propeller fits in. I think these guys right here, just clipped in, work well. Again, I don't know what these are called. I'm not a plane expert. Fun fact, my grandfather was actually an Air Force mechanic in World War II. So maybe he is ashamed of me. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully not. But yeah, there is actually one other piece that sits on this. I will say I really like the usage here and here for the tops and bottom of the plane. It really works for the shaping. I think it's a pretty perfectly shaped plane for the scale that they went for. But there is one other piece that sits on the bottom here, and it's just this 1x2 cheese slope. which just sits on like that. And you might be wondering, why is that? And well, it's because it's actually part of the stand, but doesn't fit on any part there. It just has to connect to the plane. And this is that stand. It's pretty simple. It's just black. I really like the rounded edges. There's a sticker tile that says Amelia Earhart Aviation Pioneer. Sorry. I think that's a really nice touch. I like even it has little bolts on the side to make it look like a real exhibit. Perhaps this is that's what this is. I think this would make a great inclusion in like a museum set. Maybe if you're recreating Night of the Museum 2, Battle at the Smithsonian. But this, yeah, there's not much to say here. It's just very smooth, very simple. This right here, I will say that this piece does tend to fall off a lot, and I think that is, not great. It's also hard to show a lot of the detailing, the fact that it's all in black here, the fact that my lighting is not as great as I'd like it to be right now, but it just sits on those two 1x3 jumper plates, and the plane just connects with these studs here. I will tilt this up, click it in, then it just rests with its tail end on the tiles back there, and then the plane can sit here. There is also, it might be hard to see, there is a 1x2 plate right there where Amelia Earhart sits very simply. Then I can give her map. I'm a big fan of this build, but before I give my final thoughts, I'll give you a quick look at the instructions, which actually have some fun stuff in them. Now, I'll almost never go over instructions in these reviews, but I think this is an interesting one because it actually gives you some insight into Amelia Earhart's exhibition. I'll try and focus it. You can pause it there if you really want to read. Hopefully it's focused well. And it has that in a few different languages as well. I'm showing the English one because I'm an English-speaking channel. But I think it's really nice, and I really like the shape of this booklet. It feels like a book, and it's a real nice shape. There's nothing at the back, just the piece count. It's very simple, but I like that little info. I love it when they give informative stuff. It makes the instructions feel a little more worth it. But anyways, that's it for this review of the Amelia Earhart Tribute set. I really like this set. I wish I had the Jane Goodall one. But I think this was a really awesome gift with purchase when it came out. I'd love to see more of this stuff. If you are a fan of Amelia Earhart or aviation in general, please feel free to let me know of all the mistakes I made in the comments. Leaving a comment or leaving a like really does help the channel, as well as subscribing so you don't miss any uploads. However, I think that this is a wonderful little set. I don't really want to give sets a rating when I review them. This is my first review back on YouTube, but I definitely recommend picking this up on the second-hand market. It's not really one that you can buy, but this was a solid set, and I really hope LEGO does more stuff like that in the future. Thank you guys all for watching, and as always, please stay tuned.